Good morning, good morning. I hope someone is out there. All right, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday morning in here in Indiana. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm sorry I missed Monday training. Um, and I'm gonna do Friday training this Friday. So I hope I see you there too. And if you can hear me, let me know. I think my microphone is on. I saw the bar moving, so yeah, it's on. If you can hear me, let me know. Oh, good morning, morning. Okay, great. Thank you, Quiet Sky, Green Tea. Good morning. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm sorry, it's cold here. Yeah, it got really cold in here in Indiana, so I'm sorry. I have my socks on too. It's too cold. Good afternoon, YouTube Owlman. Good morning. Have I seen you before? I mean, have you commented before here? Ohayo gozaimasu. Good to see you. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. And unfortunately, guys, I might not be able to do morning training after certain around end of October. I think I will have to stop morning training. So let's get most out of this. And if you have a question, please let me know. Oh, yes, you have a YouTube Owl. Okay. Owlman. I'm gonna call it Owlman because YouTube Owlman is too long. The only thing I don't miss there. Winter is coming. Yes, indeed. I will say it's already winter. It's bloody cold. I hate cold. All right. Yeah, I know, Quiet Sky. Unfortunately, I really wish I could keep going this and spreading Kendo all over the world. Like you guys are here, and I wish I could live off of this, but unfortunately I can't. So that's the sad thing, isn't it? Hi, Arnold. Good morning. It's not good morning over there, is it, Poland? What's today's training subject? Good point. What do you want to do? I can just, well, I don't think I can do squats and all because I did a lot of squats the other day. It's not a lot, but I do weight training now to compensate my Kendo training. It's not the same, but at least I want to keep up my physical strength as well. I don't want to lose anymore. Quiet Sky, yeah, I'm sad too. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Hey, a lot of people are leaving. I don't know why. Footwork. Okay, footwork. What kind of footwork are we talking about here? Nice day from Czech. Ooh. Is it Werner? Werner Zariel? I'm sorry. Zal. What about door strikes? Have you watched my door strike video? Recently, I uploaded this week and last week. I did the door strike video. So, how to keep body and footwork relaxed? Huh. Relax, huh? So, okay. So first, because Elman was before Quiet Sky. Quiet Sky, if you want to know anything about door strike, we went over the hands and you did this. Okay, so if you want to know certain things, Quiet Sky, let me know because I can cover the whole lot when you say door strike. So if you have a specific a problem, let me know. And quiet Sky, Alman, how to keep body and footwork relaxed. I'm not too sure by that, but relax. I mean, you have to have everything relaxed. Relax is very hard to do, by the way. Probably that's why. Uh, hello, is it Ida or Ida? Hello. My way to relax, concentrate everything on my beer belly. You're having beer belly now, George. So relax means you have to know. So now I think you know you're tense, right? You're tense. Well, we lost a lot of people. Tense. Tense means you're going. Probably you're moving like this. You have to move. Um, you're maybe you guys are probably really listening to your sensei, and that's great. And probably your sensei told you keep your knees straight, right? And you go tum, 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 which is true. But when you want to move smoothly, Ida, okay, thank you, Ida, okay. When you move, you uh, smoothly. Smooth is the key, right? You're gonna you don't want to lock your knees. I was kind of editing my video just before this. I was talking about left knee, and that was on live, and now I'm editing the particular part, so I'm gonna upload it. Straight doesn't mean locked. It has to be flexible. So if you lock your knees, this is all you can do, right? You can you can move smoothly, but it's awkward. So you gotta you have to move from the hip. I mean, you can't move like this, right? And you don't want to move your body first, and then uh, your feet follow your body. That's not really good either. Ideally, your body will move your feet. Let's say the front toes initiate moves, top like this, right? Top. To do so, you have to have your left foot straight, meaning you have to hold your body weight on your left toes, because left heel is supposed to be up slightly, not like this. If you have your heel up too high, okay, you are going to use calf muscles a lot. Eventually, you're going to get hurt unless you have a very strong calf muscle and very strong left foot. You're going to hurt yourself. That's common injury among adulthood beginners. Okay, adult beginners. So if you want to keep learning Kendo, you have to talk to your body. And if your left heel's up like this, and if you want to release the tension, because it's hard to do, it's really hard to keep your left knee straight like this and left heel up. Okay, I don't want to do this for like 1 hour or 2 hours like this. You have to keep it down, right? And my left heel is up still, but naturally, I don't feel tension in my left calf muscles, right? So that is something you have to play around. You want to use your muscles, but effectively, right? So you gotta think like that. I'm gonna read. I unfortunately, without relaxation, it's impossible to win a samurai fight. Samurai fight. You mean kendo? Unfortunately, don't have a you don't have a sensei. Okay, I just watch you. Oh my. Okay, practice with my shinai. All right. So there is a tense feeling in the knees to the ankle, and I should flow everywhere in the body. Right. Yes. You've got to make it like relaxed, our body moves because of this, uh, I was watching another YouTube, a martial arts YouTube video, and this doctor, doctor karate guy, said, our brain doesn't say contract muscles, apparently. I think we are stretching this muscle. So we think we are bending our elbow here, but actually our brain is telling the muscles extend this muscle and extend this muscle. Right? I don't know if it's true. I watched the video like a few days ago. I might not be saying it right. If you are a doctor, please let me know. It's signal. Okay, so again, we our I think we have muscles here. What's this? Triceps? No, triceps here, right? Biceps, right? We're not saying, our brain is not saying, okay, contract biceps. Apparently, what our brain is saying, extend your triceps. Apparently, I don't know. Okay, I'm not the guy who said that, so I am kind of trying to get more information about how body works. So, if you want to relax, bend your knee doesn't. Um, Probably it's not related how the muscles work, but if you want to achieve smooth footwork, right, you have to relax when you move. Of course, weight distribution as well, and uh, you have to think about friction between your feet, and the floor. You have to minimize friction, but you cannot walk. You cannot lift like this. This is zero friction, right? Front foot. I have still friction here, but if you have weight on your front foot, you cannot move it because your weight is on the toe and it increases friction, so you cannot move. So you have to minimize the friction. That means your weight should be off the front foot. That means your weight should be on the left toes. So you can do that, right? And you have to follow certain rules in Kendo, right? From here, you don't want to go like this, right? Right? So if you want to achieve this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. So you cannot, for example, my right knee is straight, right? My right knee is straight, but weight distribution wise, most of the weight is on my left toes now, like here, right? And once I stop here, now pretty much equal. And when I want to move forward, right knee should be bent a little bit, and then I can bring my left foot up by straightening my right knee. Okay? So if you can use your body like that, your footwork you can make your footwork smooth, at least in that sense. So it's not always straight. It's not always bent. You have to apply how your body is moving when you're walking, because it's automatic, right? You walk like this, and you don't know your weight is on the right foot now. But if you carefully start analyzing how you walk, Okay. Like, okay, my weight is on my right foot now, as you can see. See like this, right? And I don't walk like this probably, like Kendo. I walk like tong and then like this, right? So if you analyze how you walk, okay, of course, good posture, that's the must, right? Ego strike man, because we have to keep our body straight and strong, right? And now I have to have most of the weight on my right foot to go forward. So analyze analyze your movement based on your daily movement and uh, use your daily movement for Kendo. That's much easier than going backwards, Kendo to daily, because Kendo movement is not quite daily movement, but you can use your daily movement in Kendo. So you should be start analyzing how you move um, in in your daily life. Of course, I'm not saying you're doing it right. Sometimes people walk like with a duck feet, like this. You don't want to do that in Kendo. You have to keep your knees straight towards your opponent, right? So from here, you have to walk like this. So if you want to make your Kendo better, you have to start changing how you walk, how you use your body. That's why in the old days, when they saw this Mochida Sensei 10th Dan back in the old days, we had quite about 4 or 5 10th Dan, I don't remember. Um, when a master of Japanese traditional dancing, when he or she, I don't remember, when he saw, let's say he saw the Mochida Sensei, how he walks, immediately this master of dancing, Japanese traditional dancing, says, "Who the hell is that guy? I've never seen people walk like that beautifully." So that is probably the answer. If you make your Kendo posture good, you should be walking beautifully as well. Uh, of course, that's the ideal, and he was 10th Dan, so it makes sense. But that kind of thing. Okay, I have a practice shinai, but it's too heavy for me to train with. Any tips to improve arm wrist strength so I can use it? Okay, first, if it's too heavy for you, don't use it. Uh, cut it. Cut the chop. Cut the chop. Cut this ends of the shinai. I do that. Or buy shorter shinai. Okay, so if you don't know how to uh, undo these strings and all, right, just buy shorter shinai. I usually cut my 39 shinai, so I can keep weight relatively as heavy, but the center of gravity is close to my body, so it's less stress on my shoulder. But if you want to increase your strength, um, just do normal push-ups, whatever you're doing now. I don't know what you do. If you're not doing anything at all, just start from push-ups. You just have to increase your strength a little bit. So of course, if you have weights, yeah, you can do that. But again, if you use weight, if you do these things, workout, posture is also important. Form. Okay, if you do it wrong form, you might get hurt. You don't develop certain muscles you are aiming for. So it's all about forms and posture. whatever you do. I would strongly suggest if it's too heavy, make it lighter. Use lighter shinai. If you're using 39 shinai, make it like 38 or 7. Nothing wrong with it. All right. And then you can increase when you get used to it. All right. When you get used to it, let's say, okay, this is 37. Paw, paw, right? Now, and then maybe you have something. This is the homemade Suburi sword. I put a bunch of shinai, pieces of shinai around this handle. This used to be a axe, and the head of that, it's without the axe part. So I'm on the handle. So put them all together, and I created this heavy suburito. Okay, so you can add weight bit by bit, right? So I don't recommend going for heavy equipment from the beginning. It's same as workout. Okay, so okay, Alexandre, good morning. Oh, from Brazil. Wow. Hi. Thank you for coming. Should I use something else in the meanwhile, like a stick? Yep. Ida, is that the Ida was asking? Yeah, yeah. Why not? Lighter. Form is important. Okay, guys? Form is important in Kendo and in anything else. So even just doing workout, using barbell or dumbbells, they are talking about forms all the time. You know why? Because you're going to get hurt if you do it wrong. And if you do it wrong, you cannot use the muscles you're supposed to use. Same in Kendo, right? It's nothing different. Okay. Ida, is your shinai double weighted? Double weighted. What the heck is that? What's double weighted? Never heard that before. I kind of beginner in Kendo, so I don't know. Okay. When you say tense and relax at the same time, you must be a balance and technique must be correct. Otherwise, it won't work. That's why it takes years to exactly. So to become relaxed, right? To become relaxed, you have to. It's like driving a car. Driving a car, you get tense at the beginning because you have to do a lot of things at the same time. But when you get used to it, relax, listen to music. So it's all about muscle memory, So nice and relaxed means you're removing unnecessary strength, unnecessary motion. So when you get tired, you don't have any unnecessary strength because you don't have any. So that's a part of the reason why we do hard training. So how relaxed you should be, how the state of relaxing when you get tired. You go, yeah. A little sensei goes, man, that's a good man strike. There's no unnecessary strength. You go, man, you think it's a horrible man strike, but because you're relaxing, that's very good strike. That's the aim, So, okay. It's probably better to use a regular shinai to get used to the right form first. Okay, you said it right, George. Do not hurt yourself and do not force your body to do anything that's impossible for us. Great advice. I think you need to try Hitman every day. Is that good? Good. Good advice. Every day is good. I have a dummy for Kendo. I'm lucky that my wife practices Kendo. Yeah. You lucky bugger. target for practicing every day. Different helps. Good. Yeah, definitely helps. What are some training methods that I can practice walking with relax? Good question. Daily life. When you walk, make sure this is aligned, same as kendo, ears, shoulders, hip bone, knee. Okay, you have to stand properly first, right? I practiced this when I was elementary school because we used to walk to school. I mean, they still do, right? And knees should be straight. My knees should be straightforward, right? And you have to think about kendo, right? But I used to do this when I go to school. But you have shoes on, so I don't recommend to do this, right? But when you walk, okay, think about using all the feet, sole of your foot on the ground, right? And make sure when you move forward, feel the heel, the back heel, which is pushing your body, right? Heel down into the ground, right? Down into the ground, down into the ground, down into the ground. Instead of just going dun, 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 like this. Now, down into the ground like you're stretching your calf muscles. If you do that, you feel your body moving forward from here. Assuming you have a good posture again. Have a good posture and push your heel down into the ground, and your body, you kind of feel this muscles working, your left butt muscles. I do that focusing on my left foot. I don't do that much on the right foot. Only left foot, like this. So you don't have to do that all the time. Okay. If you take Jordan, for example, probably right foot like this, right? Reason is exactly what we need to strike. This. I want to do this, right? So I'm doing this motion while I'm walking. So you can try that. Okay. If you don't want to do it because you don't want to be seen as a weird guy, right? Just keep your back straight. Use all the sole of your feet, right? Just heel down, heel down, heel down, heel down. Heel. I'm going to clean this. Okay, so heel down into the ground. And as soon as your front foot lands, release, right? And just heel down. So focus on the back heel, pushing down into the ground. Okay? So might help you, might not, I don't know. Let's have a go. Okay? Either great. Oh man, a traditional way to do that is to exhaust yourself. Yeah, you said that right already. That's why my sense and emotions, it did on me. Yep, you said it right, mate. Make yourself tired. That's why we give you guys hard time. Jose Pedro, from Brazil. Thank you. Jose Leonardo, nice work. Great. Thank you. So that's if you want to practice kendo in your daily life, right? Keep your body straight all the time. Heels forward, not heels, knees forward. Okay, knees facing forward. No duck feet like this. The reason your feet are facing outwards is because of knees. Your knees are facing outwards, right? So if your knees facing straight, your feet will come unless I know some, everyone is different. Maybe your feet are outwards from the beginning of your birth, right? It's very different. So I cannot say everyone should be, if you if you have your knees straight, facing straight forward, maybe, you can solve that problem. I can't say that for everyone because again, maybe your feet are already outwards, facing outwards. It doesn't matter your knees. If your knees straight and your feet outward or still, maybe that's how your feet are like that. So in that case, it's a different story. But most of the time, if your knees are straight, your feet will follow. So you don't. A lot of people try to twist their left uh, toes in like that to fix their. We call it shimokuashi, right? Duck feet. The left foot, duck foot, only left foot. If you want to fix it, focus on knees straight, right? So you don't have to twist like this. If you twist like this, now you are using some other muscles. You might get hurt, all right? So just keep your feet straight, not feet, knees straight. So hopefully that won't hurt you, or that will not use some muscles you're not supposed to use. All right. If you're an adult already, we have some habits already, right? While I've been living for 49 years, I have certain way to move my body already. Uh, Years of kendo, I can move this way without feeling any tension in my stress, in my back. But if I face this way, I cannot go as far. I can go this much, but I cannot go as far. That's because I do this all the time. Only my right body forward. So this way I can go easily, but this way it's harder for me. I think my muscles are already developed like this, and I think it's proven already. Some sensei did the uh, exam research on how we use our muscles. So it is already proven. Uh, that's the fact. We use our body unequal in kendo. So if you know that, you know how important it is to um, work out both body equally, right? So please remember that. Okay. When I'm the only one in restroom, I start holding kama. Oh yeah. That's what we do too. Yeah, always kendo, right? And sometimes I do fumikomi. Not in the bathroom. It is a good idea to use techniques in the book of five rings for practice kendo or kenjutsu. Alman. Kairu. What did you out for? Hello, Marine or Marine? Hello, how are you? The book of five rings. I don't know if you have a teacher. Was that you who said? I think Ida said he doesn't. I'm sorry if it's she. If it's she, I'm sorry. Said don't have any. Oh, probably you don't have. You don't have a teacher, huh, Alman? Oh, hey, Gabrielle. Um, Read as a reference because kendo and kenjutsu are two different things. We have the same origin, but the way we move a bit different from kenjutsu. And it is actually, I strongly suggest we should practice both because we share the origin. But like I said, yes, you can use the Book of Five Rings technique in Kendo, but if you don't have anyone to practice or anyone to lead you, it's very hard to understand what's even in it. So I would strongly suggest, um, I don't know how old you are, maybe if you haven't done Kendo under uh, certain teacher, I would strongly suggest find one and start learning Kendo or Kenjutsu or whatever. Kenjutsu, it's very hard to find a good person, good teacher. I know a lot of fake people out there. So make sure you choose a good teacher. I know a lot of you guys out there. Oh, it's I have to finish. It's no wonder why a lot of people left. Uh, Make sure if you don't have a teacher yet, make sure you have to have one. Okay. A lot of people, I really appreciate that you guys are learning from my YouTube videos and all, but I cannot fix you. That's the downside. I can give you information, but I cannot check you. That's why I started online class so I can check you. Uh, if you like to want me to check you, I'm happy to check you. But it is very important to have a teacher and then someone to check you so you are not doing anything on your own way. You can do on your own way later, not from the beginning, because a lot of people have some opinions about it too, but I understand that. But if you want to improve quickly on the right path, you have to have a teacher and someone to check you. Okay, so you're gonna improve as quickly as possible on the right path. Okay, so that is very important thing, guys. You know. Okay, okay. Oh, good morning, Gabrielle. Okay, George. Recently, I haven't experienced that technique or waza is just a higher end of basics. So very strong basic is very important. Then the technique can. Recently, you just found out. That's okay, man. Something that as long as you realize that, that's the improvement. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done, George. Okay. Did we talk about how to bring in more? Oh, no, we haven't. Let's talk about this, huh? On Friday. It's going to be more like, oh, guys, if you have good uh, campaign or marketing idea to improve Kendo all over, not improve, promote Kendo all over the world, please let us know. Let's talk about, Gabriel, let's talk about this on Friday. I am going to screenshot this. Did I screenshot this last time? Oh, I have so many things going now. So, and I don't remember things. That's my nature. So, all right. The book of firing is strategy. It is a strategy book. So I don't think you can learn much. Uh, Knowledge is important, and we do read. I don't know how many books, the Book of Five Rings in Japanese, in English. So you can read it, okay, but you really have to practice it to understand. You may understand in the head, but you have to do it. It's we call it jiri ichi. G is performance. You have to perform. You have to practice. And Li is theory. So whatever you read, it's knowledge and theory. You have to make them together. You have to match them together. The practice is to understand the principle, theories. So we have to practice to understand the theory, and you have to perform the theory. That Otherwise, it stays as knowledge. That's it. Knowledge is very important, but as a Kendoist here, we've got to learn, and we'll be practice to be able to do this theory. Okay, so you gotta do it. I know it's hard for you because you don't have probably sensei and all, but yeah. Okay. Solo training works. If you are talking about the basics, solo training works. But beyond basics, you need to have a training partner. That's the fact. Okay, it's Kendo, Kenjutsu, whatever. It's a full contact. You have to have a partner. Uh, we all do solo training. Okay, at home, we all do solo training to polish up our techniques. It's important. All right, it's very important, but it has limitation. To understand how your mind works, to understand how your opponent behaves, you need someone in front of you, and actually you have to go against them. Otherwise, you won't know what the book says, and you won't know how you behave under stressful situation, especially fighting situation. Maybe right? So I strongly suggest you should find a dojo with teacher and start training with other people. Okay. No, you're wrong. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that one doesn't need a teacher to train according. No, he had a teacher. He had multiple teachers. He learned Kenjutsu or Jutejutsu from his father. He had a teacher. Okay, and he learned from multiple people. So please don't get it wrong. The sending message. All right. We as human, we want to pick what we want to believe, right? If you don't have a teacher, right, you want to believe you can do it all yourself. But watching this YouTube now, you are trying to learn from me, right? So you're seeking you're seeking teachings. Musashi fought a lot of people. Okay, now I'm not a historian, and I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. My understanding is he was learning. He has basics, right, in his childhood, and then he started fighting. Of course, he was learning by himself based on the basics he learned. And then you have to train by yourself, and then you have to check yourself, right? So if you think you can learn all by yourself, that is wrong. You're going to create your own style, yes. But are you doing Kendo? Are you doing Kenjutsu? I don't know. So if you want to learn, Musashi himself says, if you do things in your own way, that's Jado or Gedo, right? Which means you are off the right path. So he himself said that. That's why he has a book. He has students. He was teaching how to learn, right? If himself believes you don't need a teacher, he's not going to teach anyone because you don't need a teacher, right? So at a certain point, you have to study yourself after you learn basics. George said he realized that the basic, techniques are just extension of the basics. It took him to realize how long, George? Maybe 10 years? He's fourth dan now, right? He just realized. So please do understand, you need to have the great basics, okay? Logical to train with a teacher than to start from scratch. Great, thank you. So it is, right? You have textbook, why? Because everyone needs the basics. So, if people have to have right mindset, which is Shimada's Toranosuke sensei back in all this says, if you don't have the right mindset, you cannot learn right kendo. Okay, your kendo, well, your sword won't be right mindset. So basically, you have to have correct basics, which you can possibly learn from YouTube and the basics if you find the good resource. Okay, but you don't know if you are doing it right or not. Someone has to check it. That is the downside of learning alone. Okay, you have to understand the fact. Okay, if you're alone, especially if you don't have anyone to teach you, you have to have you have to make sure you understand good, your limitation. Okay, so that is what kendo is. You have to know your weakness first. That's why you train to overcome your weakness. It's not overcoming your opponent. You will die if your opponent is stronger than you, especially if you are back in old days, right? If you have to know, oh, he's stronger than I am, I'm not gonna fight. Period. If you want to survive, if you die, that's it. You have no chance to improve anything if you die. So it's very important to sense, oh crap, he's stronger than me. I'm gonna go away. No, I'm not gonna fight him. That is very important survival skill. Okay, so I don't know if maybe Musashi didn't fight stronger opponent, right? That's why he survived. I don't know, maybe he was the strongest samurai in the era, but there were stronger, so-called masters out there too. Maybe they encountered and didn't fight. Maybe they didn't encounter, right? Maybe they encounter and they said, okay, let's not fight. We're going to both die. Who knows? That's the history, right? So again, I like Musashi book and I like reading old, novel, Yoshikawa Eiji old novels, samurai novels. It's very resourceful based on the fact. And then they're also they fantasize the stories as well. But training is for yourself, right? You got to know your weakness. You got to know your disadvantage, demerits of doing certain things. I know my demerit, disadvantage. I live outside Japan, no sensei around, don't get to train much. That's why I have to do something to compensate the situation. I can't just sit here and go, what am I going to do? Going to do something, right? And then how are you going to find the right path? But I've been doing Kendo for 40 years, 42 years. I know from the perspective, from experience, what I should be doing for now. If you're a beginner, it's hard to know. So that's why you need a good teacher. Okay. What's IMAO? I don't know these abbreviations. No, it's not luck. All right. I mean, Achilles didn't die a few fights, but died a shot to his heel. Musashi is. Oh, you're talking about Musashi now? Okay, I'm not gonna get into that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. So next week, no, Friday. Friday, we're gonna talk about Gabriel's request. What was that? Promote Kendo, attract, attract, attract. How to attract people to Kendo, right? So let's talk. I think this is also important to make Kendo more popular in the right way. So let's talk about it. And thank you for coming. And if you want to go through if you want to do exercise, I don't think I can anymore because I do exercise outside this. So I can do what I can do with you guys if you want me to go do exercise with you. All right. Okay. So, guys, the past is past. We can learn from the past. Okay. And I know I have left the history part of Kendo and Musashi to my brother Alex Bennett, Dr. Alex Bennett. So if you want to know the fact, he's the guy to talk to. I'm more like, what can we do now to improve ourselves, guys? So whatever you learn, all right, from the book, old, new, do it. I have tons of Kindle books. Like I said, I have tons of book of five rings, Japanese version, new version, old version, another new interpretation of the book of five rings. Brother Alex, book of five rings, in translation version. I have multiple the book of five rings books, and just a study part, study and learn how can you make yourself better through that, and also knowing that Musashi's book was written back in the old days when he was fighting on the battlefield outside, right? So it's totally different. We don't walk like they did walk every day, right? I mean, in living in the US, hop in the car, drive to the destination, out of the car, do something, hop back in, drive. I don't walk. So it's totally different. We don't wear Japanese, seta or sandals, right? So I'm sure you guys wear shoes and socks, right? Different. Everything is different. So um, you have you can learn things, but you have to modify it so we can use for our own benefit. I think that's what we should do. We cannot be samurai, okay? There's no samurai class anymore. So I think humbly we train ourselves mentally and physically, and let's go from there. Okay, we can talk about the past. I'm not that guy. Okay, I don't really remember what I did yesterday, so I'm not the guy. I like reading about the past, learning from the past, uh, but I'm focusing on now. So I'm focusing on what I can do for you to improve your Kendo. So please understand that. That's me. Okay. What do you think about learning wrong techniques and wrong principles and then correct them? I think it's one way. I can talk about it, and it's a one way, mate. One way. I don't say everyone does the correct things from the beginning and they realize, oh no, I was doing it wrong. And they correct them later. Yes, it works. But if you can find the correct way from the beginning, choose it. Okay. If you don't have anyone to show you or correct you, again, that's the fact. Accept the fact and do as much as you can to correct uh, walk on the right path. Okay, so if you think I'm doing the correct thing, follow my lead. Okay, as much as you can, And I can tell you what I'm teaching is from my teacher, teacher. So it's passing down. I have everyone in Kendo world has link. Okay, I don't really change what my sensei taught me because uh, I don't like that. I do my things, but I always say this is what I learned, and this is what I think. Okay, and at the moment I'm doing this, but this is the basic of what I learned. Is this right or is this wrong? No, it's not for me to decide because it was passing onto from generations. Okay. And now Kendo changed a lot. So these methods won't work as much in the modern Kendo, but I believe this was the linkage. This is my bloodline. So I'm gonna keep it until I die. Okay. So maybe people say, oh, that's wrong. It doesn't work now. Okay, that's fine. But I'm going to keep this link in the bloodline, right? And then I'm going to pass that on to you guys. So the book, my book, is about the linkage from my sensei, right? And then I think that those teachings from their sensei as well. So that is the linkage. So if you do whatever you think is right, and maybe you find out, oh man, that was wrong, fix it. Okay, right away. That's all it takes. You accept the fact that you've been doing wrong. Fine, let's do it right now. That's it. Okay, great. Oh, okay. Thank you, Alexandra. Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. It's 1 hour today. Again, I'm sadly I have to finish this morning session next month. Sometime next month, I will tell you when it gets close. So thank you very much for coming. And I hope I can do this again somewhere in the future, but I'm going to keep doing until I have to stop. So Friday, I'll see you guys then. All right, let's talk about how to promote Kendo to the world. All right, thank you very much and have a good day, night, evening. Bye bye.